Hey guys, this is Satish here. Welcome to my new video, which is for the paper 8 analysis for the intermediate. Yeah, so for the subject cost accounting. Yeah, perfect. Hope you're doing great. And my previous videos, if in case if it is helpful for you guys, I'll be very much happy. And in the today's video, we are going to talk about the cost accounting. You have chosen a professional degree which is known as cost and management accountant. So if in case you have selected that course, do you think that you should be knowing about cost accounting? Yes, you should be knowing the cost accounting. So that is the reason we have a separate subject for paper 8, which is the cost accounting. Yeah. Okay, so let's try to see some of the information which will be required for you to understand the cost accounting. You can do a thorough analysis based on my video, and in case if you see some of the modification can be done to your video, I mean like to your study planner, you can just adapt accordingly. And in case if you feel that will be helpful for someone else, you can update those modification or those suggestions below this video, so that this should reach many people, so that they can do a thorough analysis before they attempt the professional examination like CMA. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, so we have a paper 8, which is for the intermediate, is syllabus 16. Yeah, so with this we know the subject, which is cost accounting. So it's not a cost and management accounting, it is only cost accounting. So you will be studying about the cost, what is cost, how to arrive at the cost, all those things will be studied in this subject. Yeah, so the cost accounting subject, so the structure is designed like this. So 40%, which is huge number given for introduction to cost accounting, that is cost ascertainment, elements of cost, very important, cost accounting standards, and you have the cost book keeping. Yeah, so remember this carries 40%. In the worst case, I would suggest you should be getting 30 marks, because the more you concentrate on the theory, getting 30 marks is the not a bigger challenges. Yeah, so cost, that is methods of costing, you have 30%. I would say 15 marks. The worst case, you should be getting 15 marks. Cost accounting technique also we have, which again carries 30 marks, and again I'm taking 15 marks. Okay, 30, how much it is? Sorry, 30, 60. Yeah, you got it. 30 is here, 15, 30, so you're good to get 60 marks. So this is how you need to plan, guys. So it is not that you need to completely study for 40, completely study for 30 and 30, and then you'll attempt 100%. No, it will not work like that, because you should be a smart worker. You're going to be a professional, so professionals are smart with little hard work. Remember this, because this was a learning which I realized very late, but yes, that gave me a very good lesson, that hard work plus smartness is what the success for you to achieve in the professional world. Yeah, so written examination for 3 years, which is everyone knows, even we discussed this in our previous videos also. So you should be knowing that the depth study of the cost accounting principles, techniques, identification, analysis, classification, along with the cost component to facilitate the managerial decision. Remember, you are helping the management to take a decision based on your cost accounting studies, whatever you're going to do in this subject. Yeah, so learning aims is to understand, explain the conceptual framework of cost accounting. You also will be discussing about the process determination of cost for product and services, cost accounting standards, marginal costing, decision making, very important and little confusing also. So apply the concept of standard costing for various analysis, very important. Yeah, okay, so what level of skill is required? So skill level B, which we already discussed, right? So level A is for foundation, level B is for your intermediate. So it requires your knowledge. You should have comprehensive application and analysis skills put together is your intermediate. So when you go to final, it has few more things. Okay, so let's not bother about those things now. We will discuss that when we come to the final year subject series. Yeah, okay, so we have in case if I go to the in-depth of the subject, I mean the topics in cost accounting. You have the introduction to costing, which carries 40 marks. Yeah, so you have the definition, scope, yeah, objective, significance of cost accounting, very very important. We most of the time we concentrate about financial accounting, but we tend to forget, not give that much of importance to the cost accounting. But remember, in the current scenario, since I'm having experience in multinational companies since is working in such a way that they want to reduce the cost to the core, irrespective of what it is. They are ready to spend huge amount for the future. So that kind of cost has been incurred currently for the benefits of the future. Yeah, so that is the thing what is happening. Cost accounting plus the financial accounting is the past, so cost accounting is the future as well as the current situation. So it is a cost accounting. You also need to know the management accounting also. Yeah, so cost object, cost center, cost unit, element of cost, all these are all very basic guys. So this is related to the cost. I don't think so that you will have much issues when it comes to the costing. Yeah, okay, perfect. So if I come to the okay, so if I come to the cost ascertainment, you have elements of cost which consist of your material cost, what is material, how to procure, how to control, valuation, treatment of losses, physical verification, important thing, and spoilage, pillage. You should be knowing the difference between the scrap, spoilage, defective, and wastage, and how the treatment will be done when it comes to the cost accounting activity. Yeah, so you also have the employee cost. This includes how to maintain the employee, how to track them, overtime, idle time, incentives, what and all incentives you give to them, along with the how efficient you are utilizing the employees. But you are not, you should use the employees efficiently, but you should not exploit them, very very important. Yeah, okay. So then when it comes to the direct expenses, you need to know the basics of the direct expenses. When it comes to the overhead, you also should be knowing about classification, apportionment, allocation of overhead, absorption, treatment. Absorption might be a little confusing guys, but you just need to read and understand how an absorption costing works in the business environment. Yeah, so reporting out the overhead cost. Perfect, done. So similar way, you should be knowing the cost accounting standard. Remember, they're testing you at the basic level from cost accounting standard 1 to 24. Yeah, so cost accounting bookkeeping, that is kind of a bookkeeping what you do in a financial accounting, should be recording the cost accounting ledgers, cost statement, then cost, normal and abnormal items, how to exclude those items. So integral costing should be understood. Reconciliation of costing with, remember, with financial accounting, that also should be understood. Infrastructure, education, healthcare, and port services with regards to the cost bookkeeping, how those people will maintain the cost accounting books, how they need to maintain what and all aspects should be considered in order to keep the cost book as per the provisions of the act. Yeah, so methods of costing, job costing, batch costing, contract costing, process costing, operating or the service costing. One important point I want to mention to you guys here is, should be remembering that whenever you study this thing, relate this to your real life, very very important guys. So job costing means what, for what kind of product this job costing is used. So all those things should be understood with a live example in your life, so it becomes easier for you to understand what are the methods available. Yeah, so having said that, we need to understand the technique, because many people will get confused with costing methods with the technique. So both are different. So methods, you have 1 2 3 4 5. Perfect. You have this thing, what is it, the cost accounting technique, we have marginal costing, then standard costing. Yeah, okay, perfect. Now, okay, you have the cost accounting techniques, which is basic level. You have the marginal costing, you have the standard costing and variance analysis, and the budget and budgetary control. So these are all called as a technique. So what are the technique you're following in your costing? Remember, technique means marginal costing, standard costing and variance analysis, budget and budgetary control. Okay, so this is very very important guys, do not miss this one, because you'll be having the similar thing in your final year also. So when I do that one, I'll see whether those things still are applicable in the 2016 syllabus. Yeah, so this is little confusing, this is also little confusing, but however, remember, all these are very important, carries very good marks. And you need to have a formula sheet. You should be listing all the formulas step by step. Even break even is an important, margin of safety also is important, everything is important, but you need to have step by step procedures so that you will understand the concept without any further confusion. Yeah, perfect. So far I explained how to read this one, how to get a good marks in those things, right? So however, you need to remember number of days allocation based on the pages might not work in this case. Again, I was already mentioned, so you need to understand the concept. Based on the concept, you need to apply those things to the practical problem whatever you get in the question paper, and accordingly you should be completing the syllabus. Yeah, so there is no hard and fast rule that you should be following one by one, but however I suggest you follow the step by step whatever is given in the study material. Okay, so you should be ending with the cost accounting techniques, very important. Yeah, so this is a video for the day, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and this video for intermediate paper 8, which is for the cost accounting. So we have completed our intermediate 1, which is paper 5, 6, 7 and 8. Yeah, so today is 8. So if you spend 45 days each for paper 5, 6, 7 and 35 days for paper 8, you should be able to complete that in 170 days by having 5 days for mock test and 10 days for revision. So with a total of 185 days, you can complete this entire group 1. Yeah, so this is the important thing which I wanted to share to you guys. So along with that, I just listed on some of the key points for cost accounting subject, which is based on my experience. So this is for specific for the cost accounting, can be followed for other subject also. So since I'm giving based on the subjects whatever I'm having in this 2016 syllabus and the experience what I'm having myself along with the experience whatever I'm getting from my students, so those things I'm just trying to collate in this key point section. Yeah, in the key point section, which is applicable to paper 8 intermediate for the cost accounting, you need to remember and start with the easy and interesting topic, because cost accounting, some people say it is confusing, I don't like it. So it's not about your liking. You should write, you should attempt the paper without miss. So that is what the course is designed for. Yeah, so start with the easy topic and keep moving towards the interested topic, followed by the difficult topics. Yeah, then you need to understand the basic, very important, and relate those things to the really real business environment. In case if you're interested in a business, you should be relating these things, this costing, how it will impact the business and how it can be benefited by the company to for the betterment of the organization. That kind of analysis, that kind of understanding, that kind of relating to the business is very important by an foreign professional students like CMA. Yeah, so 30 to 35 marks can be expected in a theory, but I would suggest it will, I would think it's more than that also, but to be on a safer side, I just thought 30 to 35 marks can be captured or can be grabbed from the examiner if in case if you're good in the theory. Yeah, so list the keywords in the notebook. I already told this is very important for a revisional purpose. List down formulas. Example, cost accounting statement can be drawn in a format and stick to near your place wherever you study regularly or wherever you walk regularly in your home, so that it becomes a revisionary for you. So those things will be just scanned in your eyes. So as soon as you go to examination hall, if you see the word cost accounting statement, you will just see those things coming in front of you. It becomes easier for you to write in the examination hall without tension. Yeah, so previous 7 to 10 attempts, the reason why I took bigger number is, guys, most of the questions get repeated. But having said that, you should also remember that new amendments should be followed in this case. But however, 7 to 10 attempts is a very good number to get good marks in the cost accounting subject. Yeah, so no reference book is required, especially for the intermediate level. So I would suggest study material provided by the institute is a bigger resource for you guys to follow as a Gita. Yeah, that is your Bhagavad Gita. Follow the right approach rather than correct answer. So people tend to try to match the final numbers, all those things, adjustment they'll try to do. But remember, try to match the approach what is expected by the examiner. So that matching should be done by your side or from your side. And the answer doesn't matter whether it's right or wrong. If your approach is good, if in case I'm an examiner, for sure I'll give you a quality marks. Yeah, so RTP, MTP, PTP supplementary notes is very important, which institute releases from time to time. Very important, do not ignore this. Yeah, so 2 mock test, 2 revisional is more sufficient and can be completed in 35 days of time. Yeah, so based on this is what I designed. Let me delete this. Yeah, based on this what I designed this timetable. So this entire group 1 of intermediate can be completed within 185 days to 200 days depending on the person when they study. Yeah, so it can be done in the lesser number of days also, because I already told right in my previous video, I just took the higher number so that it includes all the people who are having tough days to complete the course and people who are having easier to complete this course subject. Yeah, okay, so we come to the end of our video, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video and got some sort of information. In case if you likes this video, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel, which will be a great support for me. And sharing is caring. Share with your friends. And this is a video for the day. Hope we'll meet with a new topic with the paper 9, which is for the intermediate, but is for intermediate 2, that is operation management and strategic management. Yeah, so until then, check us. You Satish signing off for the day. Sweet checker, and bye bye.